So now I have a special surprise. So I've invited our newly elected Senator Gounardes to come speak with us. He wasn't sure he could do it because he was up in Albany, but he drove down from Albany and he decided to come right here, and we want to thank him so much. He is a great friend of Krista. He worked for Eric Adams, and Eric Adams has been very, very nice to Krista. So please welcome Senator Andrew Gounardes.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Vito. I literally just got off the highway, off the bridge from Albany. It's been a whirlwind couple of days up there. We got sworn in last week, and we had our first days of the legislative session yesterday and today, and we've already passed 10 bills in both the Senate and the Assembly that are now on their way to the governor for signature and hopefully enactment. So it's been a flurry of activity. It's been a bit of a whirlwind for me. But I'm really glad that I want to make this interactive. I don't want to just talk all night or for the 5 minutes I have left. But I'm happy to take questions. Some of you know me, some of you don't know me. I would love to use this as an opportunity for anyone that has questions or concerns or whatever, throw them at me. I'll do my best to avoid answering the question. That I was going to get to that. That was great. So it's a great question. It's a really important question, especially for this school right here. I think the day after the mayor announced his plan last year, I came out in opposition to the mayor's plan. I have continually been opposed to the mayor's plan, and I have been working to build a coalition of allies in the state Senate to make sure that the mayor's plan does not pass through the legislature, because that is something that I think would be incredibly problematic. And frankly, his plan is not a solution that makes sense for our school system. It's really a plan that is a political answer to a much deeper-seated issue that needs a much more comprehensive solution to. So I oppose the mayor's plan. I continually oppose the mayor's plan. When I had a meeting in December, it was a meet and greet with the chancellor. This is one of the first things I said to him was, I do not support this plan. I will not support this plan. I will not vote for this plan. And instead, I want to find ways that we can expand opportunities for more students to get access to the specialized high school system. And during the campaign last year, some of you may have seen this, some of you may have not, I put out a proposal to build a new specialized high school here in Southern Brooklyn, because 25% of the specialized student body comes from districts 20, 21, 22. A quarter. So, in my mind, if we're talking about expanding the number of seats that we make available, why not do it right here in our own backyard? I'm sure there are lots of students here or across our district who would much rather go to school one neighborhood over than get on a bus and travel 2 hours to go to the Bronx, or get stuck on a train that doesn't show up, or gets delayed going into the city. So that's really what I want to focus on as it relates to specialized high schools and also just education in general. You may know, for years and years, decades, Albany has continuously and systematically shortchanged the New York City public school system to the tune of billions of dollars. And there was a lawsuit filed over this called the Campaign for Fiscal Equity. And the highest court in New York said that Albany had denied the New York City public school system $15.5 billion. This was about 15 years ago. That's 13 years ago now. I think it came in 2004, 13 years ago. 15 years ago. My math, I was never good at math. We're still waiting for that funding to be delivered to New York City. We've got pieces of it, we got parts of it, a little bit here, a little bit there. We are still owed, I think today we're still owed as a school system at large, about $2 billion. What that means for schools in my Senate district, which includes this school, it's about $75 million that have been denied to schools here. And what does that mean? That means textbooks, that means classroom space, that means tablets, that means smartboards, that means new auditorium seats, that means air conditioner units, that means theater and musical equipment, all of the things that our students need to thrive in the 21st century classroom, things that we can't get right now. That's what that funding will do. So I'm committed to working with the new Democratic State Senate majority to make sure we get that funding back to us. And part of the reason why that money was denied, and I'm going to be very frank about this, for a long time the state Senate was controlled by senators from the upstate region, and they didn't want to send more money to the New York City school system. Simple as that. They didn't think it was important enough. They rather have the funding formula skewed to favor their districts, which I understand why they would want to do that. We all want to spend more money in education. But as a result, our students were left behind, and that's going to change with this legislative session. We have a very, very robust and ambitious agenda in the state Senate this year, especially around education. We have a lot of great members who are committed to making sure that the funding comes back to the city school system. We have a great chairperson of the Education Committee, Shelley Mayer from Westchester, who fully understands the issues and concerns that we are facing here in New York City. And we have a great chair of the New York City Education Committee, John Liu. So I think with the two of them and the rest of my colleagues, we can do a lot to not only get us up to speed, but then take us those 5 steps forward that I was discussing earlier. Thanks for the question. Yes.
I know that the mayor organized a lot of safety meeting and they introduced the mayor's proposal in each district. And district, in district 2, this is top-up manner. So at that level, we think we would just like a policy in this kind of situation. So you said there's a lot of programs in education now, but you just said all this program, how they will help us exactly. And then today, the senator, what's his name? Sam Carter, senator proposal. And this is updated.
I haven't seen the bill. If you just mentioned I haven't seen it yet because I literally just in the car. But I'm happy to take a look at it. I'll take a look at the numbers, so I'll read it. So I'll just say this. You know, the mayor has all these great ideas and these great ambitions, and that's one of the reasons why we gave him control of the school system. But it's also the same reason why we didn't give him permanent control. Because this is how we're going to exercise our oversight authority. Let me finish a second. This is how we're going to exercise our oversight authority over the mayor. And he has to come back to Albany time and time again, show us what he is doing with the school system that we've given him control of, show us how he's doing it, show us how he's putting dollars in the classrooms, how he's improving the conditions for students, how he's helping to support the teachers and empower the teachers in his schools. And if we're not happy with those answers, we have the ability to take that control away from him. And he's lost control. 2 years ago, the state senate, the legislature did not extend control. And he had to come back and renegotiate and basically get begged for a 1-year extension because there was a lot of disapproval and dissatisfaction with what was happening in the school system. That is a very, very powerful tool at our disposal to use whenever we feel like the mayor is playing too heavy a hand on the scales, and we feel that he's coming down too hard from the top and not giving us in our schools and in our districts the chance to decide for ourselves how we want to be educating our students and what our priorities are locally. With regards to that bill, I haven't seen it yet, I haven't read it yet, but I promise you I will if you just give it to Tori over there. Tori is my chief of staff. Just give her the number and we'll look it up. I promise you I'll read it. And I can tell you, this has been an active conversation in the state senate, in our conference, about the specialized high school exam. And this is something that we're talking about constantly, and we are building a strong coalition of folks, of senators who do not support the mayor's plan. I don't have the full answer for you yet. It's only day 2. This bill just got introduced now. There'll be more conversations, but I can tell you, certainly not going to get my support, and I can tell you at least a half dozen other senators who don't support this, and we're working to broaden the coalition as well. Number 1, now with Democrats in control of the Senate, how can we guarantee, because the mayor's a Democrat, that this is not going to go through? And number 2, because the mayor's a Democrat, and I'm a Democrat, does not mean that we all support the same things. It doesn't mean that. Look, I mean, the governor's a Democrat, and the mayor's a Democrat, and we all know they can't agree on the color of water, or on the color of the sky, because they're just so at odds with each other. So just because you ascribe to a political party does not mean that you follow lockstep. And I'm telling you right now, in front of everybody, and there's a camera right there, filming me while I'm saying this, I do not support the mayor's plan for the specialized schools. And I'm saying it as a Democrat and as the elected state senator, and even setting aside party and political considerations, just as the state senator elected to represent this community, even if I agreed with the mayor's plan, this proposal would affect the students in my district. It would affect the schools in my district. I could never, ever, in good conscience, vote for a plan that would have such a negative effect on the schools and the students in my district. So that is my commitment, and I can't be more clear than that, but I hope that allays your concerns. 15 was more driven by the district themselves, and the district decided for themselves, with support from DOE, of course, but it was on their own kind of initiative to take that undertaking and try to change their admissions process. If this district, if the CEC and everything, and if this district and the superintendent had this community-driven process, and that was the outcome after a community-driven process, like in District 15, well, I look to the will of the community in following that lead. The community asked for that in District 15. I don't think right now that our community is asking for those types of steps or measures here in District 20 or 21 or 22. If that happens in the future, there'll be a much larger conversation that hopefully I will be part of, or my office will be part of. And I'm not looking to do anything that's out of the lockstep with what the community wants. Because then I'm not doing my job, and I can't effectively represent that will up to the rest of my colleagues. Please reach me on my Facebook page, on Andrew Gounardes. My email is gounardes@nysenate.gov. Gounardes is GOUNARDES@nysenate.gov. Email me anytime, and either I or a member of my staff will get back to you. I don't have an office, which is my email account. You can always, if you can't reach me, you can always email Tori. It's Tori, Tori, @senatorgounardes.nyc. So you can anyway get a hold of us, and we're more than happy to help you out, and we'll definitely schedule a time to meet with everyone in more detail. Thank you very much, everyone. Sorry it took so long, but